Okay guys, this is my Wedowee fishing report. It is February the 2nd. I've been out here this weekend doing some guide trips. My brother's been out here bass fishing. So I want to talk about the crappie, and then he's gonna do the bass side of things. So to start off, we've had some extreme cold weather all of January, and then last week it warmed up pretty decent. I mean, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt right now. It's about 4 in the afternoon. Super nice day. I did 2 crappie trips this weekend. We probably caught at least 45 a day, at least 35 keepers. Really good fishing this weekend. Seeing a lot of fish everywhere from 6 foot to 40 foot. So what I'm doing is I'm using my live scope, and then I've got a couple of different little setups. This right here is what we did today. Just a little 1/16 ounce jig head, a little white bait, little bitty split shot, and then just dropping that down there to them. If they're real deep, we're dropping it down. If we see some, we're casting over there to them and reeling it back through. So I would use that white, and then I also switched up a little bit and used that white and chartreuse. The same little setup, you know, just a 5.5 foot rod, 6-pound line, nothing crazy, just a standard crappie jig out there looking around on my live scope. Like I said, water temp in the morning, we leave the boat in overnight. It was 48 today and yesterday morning, and then right now it's reading about 51 and a half around the main lake part. When you get back in some of the creeks and up the river, it's a little bit chillier, but I would say the average water temps between 49 and 51. We're gonna have a week of 70 degrees. I think things are really about to get crazy down here. I'm hoping we don't get another cold front, but right now, to do some crappie fishing at Wedowee, just get you some little spinning rods with some crappie jigs, a white and chartreuse or yellow, and go up there and look around on your live scope. So that's the crappie side, and I'm gonna switch over real quick and let my brother talk about the bass fishing.
All right, y'all, we're gonna give you a bass fishing report for Lake Wedowee this weekend. It's the beginning of February, and as y'all know, we've got a bunch of warm weather coming through, but the water's still pretty cold in the like 50, 51 degrees pretty much all weekend, but we've got nice like 70-degree weather. So majority of the baits I was throwing this weekend were obviously the minnow style. I probably caught somewhere between 20 to 30 bass today. Not any giant ones. I caught a couple nice ones yesterday on this bait right here. That's a 1/4 ounce Dirty Jigs jig head, a 3/0 hook, and Rapala Crush City Mooch minnow. I got that paired up with 8-pound leader line. You can go to 6 if you want, and go to 10 if you want. I just think 8 or 6 is better because the water's very clean right now, so this fish can see it pretty well. And then I've got just a standard 2500 sided reel on a medium 6'8" rod. It works great for this technique, and majority of those fish are a lot deeper right now than I would expect, and they're not necessarily keyed in on one thing. Some of them were under bait, some of them were in bait, and then a bunch of them that I caught were just scattered out in big open areas. They could be on tops of flats, they could have been out in between a secondary point and a point, or just in the middle of a pocket. Not necessarily in the bottom on ditches or anything, just kind of roaming around in the pockets, waiting for the water to warm up and get ready for pre-spawning. And the second bait that I was throwing was a little bit lighter. If those fish were in, I don't know, 10 to 20 foot, this is actually a Z-Man. I think it's called the grass shads. It's got a line tie that goes through the top and hooks through the bottom, so your bait will always come through the water just like that. These come in, I think this is a 3/16, and it might come in a 1/4, but this is just a pearl white color that I've got rigged up. I didn't throw this in as much. A lot of the fish were a lot deeper, so I didn't throw this one, but still caught probably 10 or 11 fish on this today. But if y'all are at Lake Wedowee and y'all want to go catch a bunch of fish, maybe not a bunch of giants, but a bunch of nice, fun spotted bass, all you need, some kind of Damiki style setup. You need your live scope, and obviously all these baits you can get at McKenzie's Bait and Tackle. Every single thing I've shown, you can get McKenzie's Bait and Tackle on Highway 78 in Temple. So come down to Wedowee, get you a minnow style bait, and have some fun.